the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Buffalo Bills and the Washington Commanders. Tyler Bass about ready to get us going. And we are underway from FedEx Field. This one taken just inside the 10. And he doesn't even get this to the 10. He's taken down at the 9.
That return, it will not be on the postseason highlight reel. If you're the offensive coordinator, you've just changed your play calling because you thought you might have some field to work with. Instead, now, you've got to call plays that won't make mistakes.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose. Got a little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
Willis looking to throw it. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lang. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Well, this defense for the Bills, they were strong last week, CD, and that went over New England.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 12 and a Commanders first down. Well, they brought the pressure, and that meant man coverage behind him, so he's still able to complete the pass.
Even as he took the hit. And that's what you have to do, because I was just talking with a coach the other day, and he said, look, it's not always going to be pretty back there. You're going to have to give me completions. Even when you're taking some hits, sometimes you have to be your own blitz control, for lack of a better term. Got to make completions, step up, and make those throws, and he did that.
Eluding the pressure right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Willis with another keeper. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Looking for Austin, intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over a couple of... midfield. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. He lets it fly for Lockett. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Martin Emerson. And the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. So after the INT, it's Allen. Got a man, it's Tyquan Thornton. Finding space at the 40. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on 1st down. Now Allen. Completes it to Austin. So the completion good for just 3. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Allen now looks to throw. And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Allen. This is caught. It's Woods. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. Looking for Austin, intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the 1st down carry.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
On 2nd down, a run with Etienne. And they're able to bring him down at the 20.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and works through it for a solid game.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They go play action with Willis. He lets it fly for Lockett. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. Well, what a response by that defensive unit, Charles, because they just saw their offense throw the interception. They come out there, not only get an interception of their own, but they take it back for the touchdown.
I won't sing it because no one wants to hear that, but perhaps an early case of anything you can do, I can do better between these defenses. A lot of people came to expect the offense to light this game up, but so far, the defenses are stealing the show.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. The partner just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season. The playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
Handoff running left is Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, basically bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Etienne up the middle. Oh, he bowls over him. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Meanwhile, Willis throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action, Willis. They'll roll him out right. Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds. Saved him from a turnover.
Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Okay, ready?
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Trap 60, trap 60. Go.
Willis back to the air on 2nd and 10. He'll get that underneath Etienne, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Again, Willis to throw. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Gregory Rousseau. And there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. The kick by McManus is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3-and-out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that,
and Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. 2 minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. First and 10, it's Willis. Flush to his right. He's going to get this complete here to Lockett. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Hey,
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. To throw, here's Willis. Over the middle, it's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Here's a quick throw completed by Willis. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The kick by McManus is good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. Well, still some climbing left to do to get back to even, but forcing a turnover and getting the field goal there, that's a small step toward erasing the early deficit.
Absolutely. That interception field goal, that's the beginning of what they hope will be several steps towards erasing that deficit and building a lead of their own by the time this game is over.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Allen now on 1st down. And he gets this to Thornton. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Tyquan Thornton in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills will extend their lead here just before half. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he gets in. And no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Last play of the half, Willis. He's got him in, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Bills with the lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. Austin elects to bring this out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
And he'll be out right at the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Allen going to throw. And the Washington pressure gets to him, and he will go down. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Here's Allen. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Throwing is Allen on third. He finds his man, complete. That's McLaughlin. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Allen off the play fake. Then his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Commanders are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable, or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He'll let it fly for Austin. And now here is another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And the Commanders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I throws in a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds up past the 10. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Here's Willis. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Tapped forward by Allen on the jet sweep. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now flags will come in. One of the Bills got going a little early. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The situation changes a bit now. 1st and goal from back at the 10. Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bills take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Tyler Bass now for the point after. And that will make this a 16-point lead.
Makes the score Bills 22, Commanders 6.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
Ready.
Running out of the gun with Etienne. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. 3rd down, it's Willis. He'll drop that underneath to Etienne. And he's going to be about a yard or 2 short of the first here. He needed the 35, but didn't make it. Fourth down, Willis. Escaping the pressure right. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
Back now at FedEx Field. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Here's Allen to throw it. He finds Austin complete. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he's got some space here. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Well, plays like that make the O coordinator look like a genius, but I don't think he saw that play going that well.
No, I don't think so either. But
oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
Tyler Bass, the kickoff for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Willis from the gun on 3rd down. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. The coach on the sideline still scratching his head.
Yeah, not only scratching his head, but probably writing a note or two about, we're going to address this come practice next week, because maybe that's the reason we're down this far. Doesn't matter at this point, but being sloppy throughout the game, not going to help him improve.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Throwing on first down is Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tyquan Thornton, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Bills are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know they're not asking me, but I'll give you my opinion anyway. I think it's time to erase that play from the call sheet. I guess they figure with the big lead they can experiment a little bit. But all in all, just go ahead and put that play on ice.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a
touchdown, Washington.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution.
And now here is another interception. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
2nd and 10 now from the 27. A give to Etienne running right. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Etienne once more. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. Willis, 4th down, has to have it. Rolling, and he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. Room here to run. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 44 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And Allen is actually going to throw it here. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen, and Cook has it left side. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 25-yard line. To the air, Allen. Right back to Cook for another completion. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 2nd and 15 now. Allen. This is caught. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the 2 teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Allen now looks to throw. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Tyquan Thornton, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills stretch this 4th quarter lead. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 10. And the fake attempt here not going to work. Got a little yardage, but not enough to get to the goal line.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
Okay, quick. 18 Cardinal.
They'll try the left side with ETN. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Eluding the pressure right. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
On 3rd down, here's ETN. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the 1st. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. One final try here for Willis. One last shot at the end zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Martin Emerson. And the Bills come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire.
I am harder than I ever moment past, yeah, I know my time is now. Know my mama proud of me, and my grandma smiling down. Every time I turn it up, whole crowd be wildin' out. Matter of fact, let me see your hands. Look, I saw my shot and I took it. I couldn't do it different. Couldn't afford to stop and go. I had to stay consistent. Made up my mind that no matter what, I gotta win. That's why it's always me and never them. One shot for everybody.